Hey, what's up, y'all? Happy Thursday. So let's jump right in. One of our teammates asked me to do a video um, on what was the final straw that caused me to pull the trigger on divorcing the narcissist. We already know that's such a loaded gun throughout the whole relationship anyway. Pulling the trigger eventually is just inevitable, right? But I'll tell you um, what really helped me, and I didn't really need that much help, really. But this actually forced me to accelerate um, going out and seeking that divorce, okay? There was already a bunch of grody, dirty, grimy, disgusting, malicious, insidious, demonic, trashy bullshit that he had already been doing, had already done. I mean, I already knew I wasn't going to come back. I had already initiated no contact and never planned on ever talking to him ever again, period. And I still haven't, okay? The thing that made me go get the divorce, though, the thing that was like, get that shit out of here, was it was coming up on I want, for lack of a better word, the anniversary of when he basically abandoned us, did the discard, right? So I was like, so which was Christmas time, and I had something I had to do, and I went downstairs to go do something in my building, right? I had to pick something up, and I want to say, first of all, a neighbor of mine who's actually very sweet and very childlike in her mind. So you know how children are. They just, if you fat, they'd be like, why are you so fat? Or something like that, right? She just was like, hey, I saw your husband at the grocery store. Now, mind you, I frequent the grocery store daily. He knows that. I mean, we were married, obviously, right? I go there daily. And she was like, yeah, every time I go there, because she frequents it quite often as well, he's always with this white girl, and they're all cuddled up on the staircase out front of the store. It'd be all sorts of times a day when I go. And I'm like, right? So then I heard from another neighbor who's actually grody, just as grody as he is. She was like, I saw your husband by the CVS up there where all the crackheads hang out and shit. Yeah, how y'all doing? Bitch, none of your business. How are you and your cracked out husband doing? Okay. Yeah, I did ask her that, by the way. I didn't just say that just now in my mind. I actually asked her that, and she backed the fuck off. I'm like, yeah, go take care of that situation at home, bitch. Anyway, back to the story, though. So, between that neighbor, then another neighbor, then random bitches that know me on the street would be like, girl, I saw your husband last night at the liquor store. Girl, I saw your husband last night at the gas station with this dude he fucking, obviously. Or everybody saw him cuddled up with different motherfuckers that he was just fucking. Literally, within a 2-week span. It was never, and guess what? It was never the same person. That these people who, by the way, didn't know each other were all bumping into me and saying the same shit, right? All these sightings of this gross nigga, right? And they were all describing different bitches. So he wasn't just doing this with one person, obviously. He was popping up at places that I frequent with different people all the time, back to back. It wasn't even weeks apart. It was just one day, I swear, when I was coming out the store, there's apartments over the store, saw him on some bitch's balcony, right? Just to be able to fuck her and watch me come in and out of the store. Gross, weird. Then it's it's just, then the bitches across the street, then this and that. It was just ridiculous. It was back to back. And I realized, that was when I realized for sure, where it was no escaping it, totally in your face, bitch, don't make excuses for this man ass bullshit, that he was a legitimate ass whore. For real. And that these aren't people that he just met. These are people that he would have had to actively reach out to via like social media or some kind of dating site or whatever, or on the street or whatever. But this was not an accident. He was intentionally, because I went no contact, throwing a bitch fit and exposing who he already has been and had been this whole time, which was a whore. Not only is he a whore, I think if there's anything lower than a whore, when that thing that's lower than a whore takes a shit, then he's whatever that is. I wouldn't even give him whore status. He's whatever's lower than a whore's dump. Like that. And I was like, ew, you know? Like, he threw a bitch fit because of my no contact and was like, I'm going to expose what I've really been doing to you, which is cheating with a shitload of people, very much all throughout your neighborhood and beyond. Right? And not only am I going to do that, but because I'm so angry that you won't give me any attention, I'm going to parade them around your entire neighborhood from one end to the other until someone inevitably does what they did, right? Which is tell you about it so that you'll eventually get jealous and give me attention. But it didn't work like that, did it? No, it didn't. It just reminded me like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to divorce that piece of trash. And that's what I did. Okay, it wasn't just that he was doing these things, it's that me still having the title of being married to this fool meant that it was connected to me, because when they told me about it, every time someone told me about it, or when I saw it myself, it was always, I saw your husband doing this, I saw your husband doing that, oh, there was your husband doing. And it's like, no, it needs to never be said again, that's my husband. Because in that case, because we were still married, he was intentionally being an embarrassment to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at how she obviously ain't doing shit because I'm cheating with all these bitches. Like, and I'm going to make sure y'all see me doing this shit, right? And I'm going to make sure it gets back to her. Look how many bitches I need to like cheat with. You know what I'm saying? So they can be like, your husband obviously like needs to be with a bunch of bitches, and your husband, you know? And I was tired of hearing your husband. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no. So I divorced the shit out that dumb bitch and made sure that the next time another dumb bitch who was just being nosy, or who was probably sent by the narc to tell me something that I don't give a shit about, like what he's doing or who it is he's doing, I will keep it at a what, because narcs don't really sleep with other people. They sleep with other demons. That's a what. That's a what. So anyway, I was like, they will not be able to say your husband. I'll be like, no, excuse me, sweetheart, I'm not married. So, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Thanks. And that's what I did. I got rid of that dumb bitch. And I've been elevating ever since. So, I hope that answers your question. It might have been a roundabout way. I think it was pretty straight to the point. But yeah, it was just a slew of dumb shit. Him parading dumb bitches around my neighborhood, making sure people told me about it. And I was like, you know what? You're a cheater. Because the Bible says you're one flesh. When you get married, you are one flesh. Which means, in a sense, to a degree, I'm responsible for your bitch ass. And I don't deserve to have to be responsible for you being a whore's dump. I can't do that. You know? Be connected to yourself. You cannot stay connected to me. I am not going to be responsible for you being my other half. We need to no longer be one flesh. And by the way, the minute somebody cheats on you and commits adultery because you're married, the covenant is broken. So you shouldn't feel bad about getting a divorce. The divorce happens as soon as they stick their dick in somebody else or allow somebody else to stick their dick in them. Understand? Understood. Okay. So yeah, that covenant is broken. All right? It's just a matter of legalities and paperwork after that. All right? So anyway, yeah, I didn't want to be married to a hoe bag. And I deuced. And I hope you get the courage to do the same if you're married to one as well. All right? And by the way, side note, not that it's you guys, I'm just saying in general, because all types of people watch these videos, right? If you're going around claiming separated, bitch, you are married. Separated doesn't mean shit. You know what means shit? A divorce decree being finalized. That separated bullshit is for the, I wouldn't even say it's for the birds, because I like birds. It's bullshit. If you're fucking somebody and you're separated from anybody, or they're fucking somebody and they're separated from you, both y'all bitches are cheaters. Alright? You better get this shit together, because that's horse shit. Separation shouldn't even be a thing. Either you leaving or you not, bitch. There's no linger around with last names tied to each other. Heal yourself. I didn't say kill. Heal yourself. Alright? Alright, love you.